It is an unseasonably cool late spring evening at Toyota Field here in South Texas. The home side, San Antonio FC, has been red hot at this field. They've lost just 9 times. Tonight they welcome in Orange County SC, and we have it for you here on Fox Sports Southwest. And a pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome upstairs to the broadcast booth with Matt Barnes. I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us, our first of 10 telecasts this season here on Fox. Matt, San Antonio FC, a year ago, winning 14 times. They had 50 points, but missed the playoffs on the final week of the regular season, and we've seen a bit of a turnover from last year's club. Just 7 returnees. Ever Guzman back in the lineup, but you see a couple of the notable additions. Jack Barmby, Bradford Jamison have made an impact on the club early.
Both of these players have really made a positive impact, and for me, especially Jack Barmby, he's a true pro. And the things he's doing on the field just add a little bit of stability for me, and I really enjoy watching him play.
Ever Guzman, 19 goals back for his 3rd season with San Antonio FC, and every time this guy takes the pitch, and lately it's been coming on as a second-half substitute, he really changes the tempo of the game.
He sure does. We all know Ever Guzman scores goals, but for me, it's the things he's doing off the ball. It's the tackling, it's the runs off the ball, and it's the pressing from the front that really makes him invaluable. And he's a pleasure to watch, and I love watching him do what he does. Cheno's
one of 4 SAFC players that have 3 goals already here in the young season. Well, it's a good thing that San Antonio FC is home tonight and home for the next 3 matches, in fact, because as good as they've been at home, Matt, they've really struggled away from Toyota Field this season, and it's a bit odd to try to figure out why.
Hard to figure out, but look, one of the things, they've always played well at home. The fan base here is fantastic. Darren, Powell, and the crew are just going to have to find a way to battle through and find even a point in a draw when they're on the road and start racking up a few points when they're out there on the road. There's 25 games to go. They'll figure this thing out.
San Antonio FC welcoming in Orange County SC tonight. It is Mother's Day weekend. Mothers across Toyota Field taking this one in. And San Antonio and Orange County will kick this one off when we return on Fox Sports Southwest.
No! For all your cars' Big O knows, there's always a Big O yes, like getting great deals on the best tire brands. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
We are the Bobcat Bells.
We are a drill team from Hallsville, Texas.
I'm the marketing director at the Chick-fil-A in Longview, Texas.
Every year we do a novelty routine.
Last year we were inflatable cows. Some lady posted it online, got so many views.
That made the video, the cow scene.
The morning when we were leaving for our nationals competition,
We surprised them and sent them off with a Chick-fil-A cow.
We were starstruck.
We just wanted to let them know we love them.
We knew we had to make this cow proud.
Two American icons are joining forces for a collaboration a century in the making. Budweiser and Jim Beam introduce the Budweiser Reserve Copper Lager, a rich lager aged on Jim Beam bourbon barrel staves with hints of vanilla and caramel rye, followed by a deliciously smooth finish.
Do you know what optimism can do? Whatever it wants. We've seen it unlock resilience that makes the impossible inevitable, inspire generosity to put families back on their feet, and give Davids courage to throw rocks at Goliaths. At Frost, we believe optimism can change lives emotionally, physically, and financially. And with your help, we're going to prove it.
San Antonio FC Soccer on Fox Sports Southwest is brought to you by Toyota. Go to buyatoyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. San Antonio FC welcoming in Orange County SC tonight is their 6th home match of the season. It is week 10 of the USL Championship campaign. San Antonio FC with an overall record of 3-5-1. And they are currently sitting 16th in the Western Conference with 10 points. Orange County SC 3-3-3, sitting tied for 11th with 12 points. Let's take a look at the starting 11 tonight for San Antonio FC as San Antonio has mixed up their formation a little bit, had been playing 3 in the back for much of the last few weeks. Tonight they'll go back with a 4-back formation. Mo Hernandez and Kai Green out on the wings, and then Billy Forbes, 11 goals in his San Antonio FC career, is back in the starting 11 tonight up top there with Bradford Jamison and the newcomer Brian Gomez making his 7th appearance with San Antonio FC, one of 4 players who have 3 goals for San Antonio this year. Darren Powell in his 4th season as the head coach for San Antonio FC. He's on an overall record of 44, 32, and 28 since taking over this club in its infancy back in 2016. Made the playoffs 2 years later in 2017. Missed last season, looking to make it back here in 2019. And as we mentioned, 28, 9, and 16 all-time here, Matt, at Toyota Field. Just an impressive job that Darren and the crew have done in protecting home field.
Yeah, they've been amazing at home, and let's hope that continues tonight.
San Antonio and Orange County meeting for the first of 2 matches this season. Orange County won both matches a year ago. A pair of 3-0 victories over San Antonio FC. Orange County, the defending Western Conference regular season champions. A year ago, they were 28-6. The Western Conference best, 66 points and a plus 30 goal differential. Lost to Phoenix Rising FC in the Western Conference Finals 2-1. Got a bit of redemption against Phoenix last Saturday night, winning 2-1 in the first meeting between those teams since that Western Conference Final. Meanwhile, San Antonio FC coming back home after a 3-0 defeat on the road last Sunday evening, taking on expansion side New Mexico United, who surprisingly, or maybe not, Matt, is sitting atop the Western Conference table as we begin things here tonight.
They've done a really, really good job as an expansion team. And I'll tell you what, man, 15,000 people at their match in their last game. It's an incredible number.
You just saw Braden Cloutier, second-year head coach for Orange County SC a moment ago. He's coming off what was Orange County's most successful campaign. He was a finalist for the USL Coach of the Year last year. And he's got his team right now in the thick of what is just a very congested table. Only 11 points separating the number 1 team, New Mexico United, and the number 18 team, Tacoma Defiance. So, you know, we're a third of the way through the regular season here, Matt, and everyone still is pretty much in the playoff picture.
Yeah, everybody's there. Orange County can get themselves up in the top 2 or 3 tonight with a win. And on the flip side of that, San Antonio can get up and move themselves up into the top 10 as well with the win tonight with 3 points. So it's interesting and it's exciting.
And with the expansion of the USL now to 36 teams in a longer season, they have expanded the playoff participants as well. A year ago was 8 sides in either conference, and this year's the first of 10 sides that'll make the postseason. As Billy Forbes, his first touch on the ball, San Antonio FC on their side of the field will work forward. Jack Barneby, his first touch here tonight. Barneby, the son of Nick Barneby, spent a lot of time playing in the English Premier League. Great pedigree for Barneby, who came over stateside on loan from Leicester City, was with Portland, and now in his first season with San Antonio FC doing a great job, Matt. He's got 3 goals, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast.
He's been terrific and a real bright spot for this club.
An early foul up top here on Vinicius, playing in the number 9 spot right now for Orange County. Going on the attack there and upending Ebi Akan. He's in his first year after playing collegiately at Bowling Green State. He was drafted in the Major League Soccer Super Draft this past spring by Chicago Fire. Did not sign. He's now playing with San Antonio FC in his first professional campaign. And that's really right now, I think, Matt, probably the biggest thing for San Antonio is finding some chemistry from their back 4. Mo Hernandez was here for 7 matches a year ago, coming on loan from FC Dallas, but between Ebi Akan, Josh Yarrow, and Kai Green, all new faces, and before this season had never played with one another.
Yeah, all new faces, but they've gone from a back 3 to a back 4 and back to a, you know, they're in a back 4 tonight. So I think just a matter of deciding what they're going to play on that back line and getting kind of, you know, just clocking time together is really going to help in the end.
Darwin Jones making the run up on the right flank, and delivery is a little bit beyond his reach. Jones, 27 years of age, homegrown product for Seattle Sounders, too, one of 10 returnees on this Orange County roster. 19 goals in his USL campaign. They've got a lot of firepower up front between Darwin Jones, Jerry Van Avik, who was in Reno a season ago playing with the expansion side 1868, is back in Orange County. And Michael Seaton, who last season was one of the top scorers in all of USL, 15 goals in 29 matches. And he is now taken on the form of a super sub coming on early in the second half. He had the game-winning goal for Orange County last Saturday night in Phoenix. Meanwhile, San Antonio FC, if the flag goes up, offside on Brian Gomez, who joined the squad early on in the campaign, coming over from Argentina. And boy, he has done some impressive things early on in the season.
He really has sparked this, and here you see he's really close to getting on. Walker Humes steps up there, catches him off, which is good job from the big man, but that was close.
Gomez had a brace in San Antonio FC's 3-2 defeat at Real Monarchs SLC a couple of weeks ago. And that was the only match, in fact, Matt, that San Antonio FC on the road has scored. They have been shut out in each of their previous 3 road matches already on the season. You saw the difference in the breakdown between home and road scoring here. San Antonio FC, who's a -2 in goal differential coming into tonight, 13 goals for, 15 goals against. On the flip side, Orange County +2 goal differential, 17 for, 15 against. As in the 6th minute, Jack Barneby, left-footed in-swinger here with a set-piece opportunity. We'll play short here, Michael LaHood. We get the first opportunity that's blocked out of the box. And LaHood, who played last season at FC Cincinnati in the USL before they were promoted, so to speak, to Major League Soccer this year here in San Antonio, as Barneby gets a chance early. And that's Patrick McLean, the 30-year-old netminder who's making his 5th start of the season. He's 3-1. 8 appearances in Major League Soccer for McLean, 44 career USL matches. Hernandez with the pressure coming here from Jones. Hernandez able to push to Billy Forbes. Back to Mo Hernandez, and Forbes on the run will continue forward here. Up the flank, Forbes puts it into the box. Brian Gomez is there. Good save from McLean. And Parano goes back outside the area to chase it down. Parano maneuvers it to Mo Hernandez. Parano returns to Michael LaHood, who'll push it out wide outside the box for Gomez. Good early push for San Antonio with Kai Green. Cutting it back across into the area and defended out here by Orange County. That's a good sequence, though, for San Antonio FC here in the opening 10 minutes.
Yeah, really good. I love that early ball that Billy plays across that back line. He clips it right across, and a little bit unlucky not to have a goal there. It's a fantastic ball from Forbes.
Patrick McLean, 2 clean sheets on the season, has only given up 3 goals in his previous 4 starts with Orange County SC. Josh Yarrow, former 2nd overall pick by Philadelphia Major League Soccer just a few years ago. He's only 4 years removed from being the Big East Defender of the Year at Georgetown. Was also an NCAA All-American. Signing in the offseason with San Antonio FC. Parano able to break free around Walker Hume into the box. Parano puts the brakes on, cuts it back. Saved again by McLean. And San Antonio FC will be awarded their first corner of the match.
Really good work from Pirano here. And look, the big man at center back, Hume's just going to struggle with this guy's pace and his creativity in these little spots.
Christian Pirano, just 19 years of age, only his 2nd full pro season. He's actually spotted by San Antonio FC in training here. This ball into the area has got to be defended out over goal and turned into another corner. Is a dangerous chance in front on the setback, pushed across by Ebby Akon. Jack Barnby will come over to the near corner stick to take it, as you see the opportunity for Akon there. Barneby pushes this one toward the back post, headed down, and McLean's got to reach out to snag it, and San Antonio FC already great pressure here early on in the match.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. Both center backs have got their head on a ball and set pieces here from corner kicks. Really good start from San Antonio.
That's what Jack Barmby, is the left-footed specialist, really brings to the table for San Antonio FC. Beyond his opportunity to attack and score, he also can create, and certainly has changed the dynamic of San Antonio FC's attack here in year number 4. And Akam will let this one cross over the byline. San Antonio FC with a free kick here for Matt Cardoni. Cardoni, along with Rafa Castillo, have been the only San Antonio FC players to be with the club here for the entirety of their duration, going back to 2016. Cardoni tonight making his 41st start for San Antonio FC. Gomez kicks it back. Bradford Jamison out wide by the corner as tries to return to Parano, and then back to Gomez, and his service into the box will be defended off into section 122. Towards the back post this time on the delivery, intended for Billy Forbes and didn't reach him, and will result in the goal kick here for Orange County. Back to Matt Cardoni, though. 3-4-1 this season is his record tonight, making his 9th start. He has started 9 of San Antonio FC's 10 matches this year. 1.75 his goals against average. And he has been really a staple for them in net. You go back and look through the course of their tenure here in the USL.
Yeah, he sure has. Matt's a great shot stopper, and hopefully continue doing that tonight.
San Antonio native, played collegiately over at Trinity College. And after working with Orlando City in his first professional season, Darren Powell, who came over from the technical staff at Orlando City, when he signed here in San Antonio, Matt Cardoni was one of the players that he identified to bring on the inaugural squad. San Antonio FC now concedes possession on their third of the pitch, something they haven't done very much of here early in the match. And on the attack out wide, there's Van Avik as he works along with Harry Forrester. Forrester delivers this one to the back post, and Cardoni will let it sail out. Harry Forrester played for Rangers FC, popular Scottish team. Last season in the Persian League, 27 goals in his career, brings them a bit of a different dynamic out wide on the left side, opposite Darwin Jones on the right flank. The one thing Braden Cloutier has done for a club that won 20 times last year, only lost 8, he has kept a consistent lineup for basically the entirety of the season, has not made a lot of changes, either his formation or to his starting 11 from match to match. And I know that's certainly something, as a former coach, Matt, you certainly can understand the importance of.
Yeah, for me it's really important. You know, let's get good at something and let's get guys time next to each other and build that communication process. And the more you do that, the better the results are over the course of time.
Liam Trotter, and back to McLean. Captain for Orange County is a former Major League Soccer All-Star Kevin Alston, who's out wide here on the right flank just below us, as you see, wearing number 2. 172 games in Major League Soccer, 157 of which were starts. They have a lot of experience on their back end. There's Walker Hume, native of Dallas and on loan from FC Dallas. We'll send it back across here now with Liam Trotter and the aforementioned Alston right by the touchline. Upfield, Jerry Van Avik. And delivered off San Antonio, will land back to Matt Cardoni. Orange County has lost their previous, or has not won, I should say, their previous 4 road matches. 2 losses, 2 draws. And like San Antonio, looking for their first victory away from Champions Field in Southern California. And very, I guess, similar when you look at their breakdown from an attack standpoint. They've scored 13 times at home, Matt, in their 5 home matches and only 4 times on the road. So their style even seems to change a little bit from playing at home as opposed to playing on the road.
Yeah, I think maybe this league is proving to be a little bit tougher to play on the road than people thought.
That's Mo Hernandez guarded there by Vinicius and Darwin Jones, and the flag goes up for a foul on Mo Hernandez. It'll be a set piece in the first of the night for Orange County here in the first quarter hour of the match. You see Aaron Cervantes, that's the backup keeper, getting a little loose right here on the sideline. Wondering if Patrick McLean may have suffered an injury, perhaps. Let's take a look.
No, he sure did. Tweak something there a little bit on that goal kick.
So you see Aaron Cervantes getting loose. He's the 17-year-old keeper who's only made 3 career USL appearances all this season. This is a product of actually their academy in Orange County. This service into the box is off the fingertips of Cardoni as it was headed on net there, coming from Harry Forrester, cutting back into the area. And fortunate for Cardoni to get his right fingertips on that one.
This is a great ball from Forrester, and they get the touch on it at the near post, and Cardoni does a fantastic job just getting his fingertips and pushing that away. That could have easily been a goal for Orange County.
So their first corner of the match coming from the far stick. Good in swinging ball and parried out by Cardoni as he punches it outside the 18-yard box. Service back in. Cardoni will bring it down. We'll watch and keep an eye on Patrick McLean, see if he can shake off whatever ailed him on that previous delivery out from his box.
Dan, that's something that's really going to give this team confidence when Cardoni comes out and starts making saves like this early. It's good for everybody.
That's a giveaway there by Michael LaHood to Darwin Jones. Jones will earn the foul. And another free kick opportunity here for Orange County.
Yeah, these are 2 times in a row within minutes. Orange County's getting set pieces in good spots because of poor defending choices for San Antonio.
And Michael LaHood will go into the books here in the 17th minute as well, as he picks up his 3rd yellow card of the season.
Seems a little harsh from the referee. The game hasn't got off to a really difficult start for both teams. I don't see the need for a yellow card that early, and I didn't think the foul was that bad, but the referee sees it differently.
So over the ball here for Orange County, Zayden Quinn along with Harry Forrester. And it's Quinn, gives it a go. It's blocked by the area wall. It drops down here now, and Forrester's taken out in the box. We play on. And Aiden Quinn, as he gets knocked down by Mo Hernandez. The ball coming back here into Orange County's side of the field, and Ryan Gomez with the challenge there as he brings down Liam Trotter.
It's a good tackle just in the box there from LaHood there to get that ball out. You just want to see him connect passes as he comes out with that ball.
And Patrick McLean is at least going to get some attention here from the trainer now, and it appears to be that he's, looks like he's trying to hold his right calf maybe. Well, now they're looking, or they're giving attention to his left quad here. Here's where we think the injury may have happened to McLean. And you see why he definitely tweaked that left knee right there.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot there. His foot didn't slip or anything, so he might have just strained his quad there. That's what it looked like. Hate to see have to make a substitution this early on your goalkeeper.
So Patrick McLean getting the attention here, and it looks like, based on the way they're wrapping up that left quad, that he's going to attempt to continue here as we're in the 19th minute, about to cross over into the 20th. And San Antonio FC, which had the good early pressure on in this match, a couple of corners, and then conceding a little bit of that momentum to Orange County as Aaron Cervantes looks on from the Orange County bench.
It's been a solid start for both teams, Dan. I think they're filling each other out right now. Nobody's really opened up the game yet.
So now with that quad wrapped up, McLean's going to try to tough it out here. He actually suffered an injury earlier in this season. It's kept him out up to 4 matches already so far in the campaign. That has brought Cervantes on for 3 matches. So it's already been a bit of an injury-plagued start here for Patrick McLean in the 2019 USL Championship season.
Looks like he's going to try to play through it and maybe have someone else take the goal kicks.
Meanwhile, on the reset, Orange County will send it forward off Mo Hernandez. It'll be a throw here as Kevin Alston comes forward, 31-year-old. Again, the Orange County captain who was originally drafted by the New England Revolution, 10th overall back in 2009. Ironically, the same year that Michael LaHood was drafted by Chivas, 1 pick prior to him. So it was LaHood at number 9 to Chivas USA, and then Alston number 10 to the New England Revolution. As Darwin Jones makes the move around Mo Hernandez into the area, and Jones slipping it wide. Wonder why perhaps he maybe didn't take the run at goal there, having that opportunity. Meanwhile, this ball delivered back in from the outside back contour that's grabbed down by Matt Cardoni.
I think Hernandez is going to have to do a little better job defending there. He even gave up on the chase into the box. He's got to keep up with that.
Khan. Pressure from Vinicius. LaHood with a turn. Parano. Mo Hernandez, who we saw a lot last season as a center back for San Antonio when he came down from FC Dallas for the final 7 matches of the season. But he's now moved to the outside left back position that was vacated by the retirement of Greg Cochran, who was really one of the true staples for San Antonio FC over the previous 3 years.
Yeah, Cochran was so good in that spot and so reliable. You just could count on him game in and game out. Tough to replace that.
We mentioned it is unseasonably cool here for Mother's Day weekend. Temperature at kickoff 66 degrees. No wind tonight. Well, light breeze is kicked up here just a little bit, but no humidity. Really pleasant evening. Almost April-like weather when you consider how close we're getting toward the beginning of summer and the hot, dry days here in South Texas. So I guess enjoy them while you can if they're on the pitch.
That's right. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there tomorrow, and we're excited about that. To be remiss if I didn't say Happy Mother's Day to my wife. Ran a triathlon this morning, and real proud of her that she finished 3rd in her age group and 18th overall. Killed it. So congrats, Mom.
Congrats. And happy Mother's Day to my mom, my wife as well. She's home with my 2 kids right now. Here at Toyota Field in the 23rd minute, San Antonio FC, Orange County SC. Scoreless. San Antonio FC tried to earn their 4th victory here at home this year, in a giveaway by Ebia Khan. Will turn for Darwin Jones, who gives it a go. That's blocked out by Akan. Pulls back into the middle of the park, and Vinicius, tracking back, will play it alongside Danny Chrysostomo, a recent graduate of UC Irvine. Now Harry Forrester makes a run, and he's tackled from behind as he makes the drive outside the area, and another free kick opportunity coming up here for Orange County.
And here we see again, it's about the 3rd time in a row that Orange County drives on the dribble towards the goal. And San Antonio's fouling in spots that they just don't need to. Again, Dan, I've been critical at points with San Antonio about the inability to build the ball out of the back through the midfield stripe safely. And we can see it again tonight. They're struggling with that. This series here came off of a giveaway out of the back.
So this is now outside the far corner of the area. Aiden Quinn and Jerry Van Avik over the ball. Van Avik, the right-footed striker, and Quinn, the left-footed midfielder. Van Avik chips it into the box and misses the tall center back Liam Trotter. Just creeping up towards the back post there. They've got two pretty enticing targets from their center back position when it comes to Trotter at 6'2", and Walker Hume, mentioned before, he stands at 6'5".
Yeah, Walker's a big boy. Somebody I know very well. Played for me in the PDL in my first couple seasons in Midland, Odessa, and he's got a great family. I'm sure the family's out here tonight.
Wow, this is a collision between Kai Green for San Antonio and Owusu Ansah Contour. Just before the midfield stripe there.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. He landed on his back and looks like he hit his head a little bit. Those hurt.
Owusu Ansah Contour, native of Ghana, 25-year-old, second year with Orange County. Kai Green in his first season with San Antonio FC, playing with Rio Grande Valley the last 3 years. As Liam Trotter will head this one away from the area. Mo Hernandez brings it down. Billy Forbes now by the touchline on the left side in front of the Orange County bench. Forbes trying to make the turn there. A tough defender in Alston on him, but he got it through to Parano. Parano slips it for Ryan Gomez. Gomez can't push any forward, and then Trotter will sky this one back out upfield. Headed forward by Josh Yarrow, and a return ball back to Harry Forrester as Van Avik will bring it down. Pushing out wide, Contour. Sending it forward, making the run, Vinicius. Yarrow with him stride for stride, and will return it back to Cardoni. Nearly a half hour into this one, San Antonio FC, Orange County, scoreless. Lifetime San Antonio, 2 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw against Orange County. They have not beaten Orange County in the last 2 years, going back to 2017. That was when they were known as the OC Blues. A bit of a rebranding last year, and it came with much success, the most successful season in franchise history. The question after their win over Phoenix, who struggled themselves, the defending Western Conference champions, as Kai Green's going to get a little more attention here. You see Braden Clucci. The question for them is, they've had a bit of a slow start too, and you wonder, will they pick up the pace and turn their season around, much like a lot of teams as you look across top to bottom in the Western Conference table right now, Matt. Everybody seems to be kind of waiting to turn the switch on.
That's right. A lot of the traditional powerhouses have struggled a little bit out the gate. But again, you know, counting games up today, there's still 25 games to go. There's a long season to go. These teams will start putting things together and figuring it out. And we've talked about this before, Dan. There's a lot of turnover in this league, a lot of new faces that the coaches need to deal with, you know, at the beginning of each season. And sometimes that just takes a little bit of time to settle in and get going. Phoenix will get it going. Orange County will get it going. And I'm sure Darren Powell and this crew will get San Antonio buzzing here pretty soon as well.
You see our Methodist Healthcare injury report right now with Kai Green getting some attention. And the good news for San Antonio FC right now is that there are no significant injuries. In fact, Ethan Bryant, who has essentially been injured since training back in February, is for the first time part of the 18-man roster tonight. He's dressing. He's available for selection. Not sure whether he's going to play tonight, but he was back in training earlier this week, really for the first time, going at full speed. And with San Antonio having a very busy week, not only playing tonight, they'll play Tuesday night in the U.S. Open Cup, their first match, as they'll take on Laredo Heat in a second-round matchup, and then they have to play once again on Saturday night here at home against Tulsa. You'd figure that it makes for good timing that Ethan Bryant will come back and be available for selection.
That Open Cup on Tuesday night would be a great place to see him get some minutes. But on the flip side, look, Laredo Heat's a good club. They have one of the best owners in the NPSL with Shashi, and that team's not going to be a pushover. They have San Antonio's going to have their work cut out for them this next week.
Laredo winning 1-0 over Brazos Valley Cavalry in a first-round match this past week down in Laredo. Let's take a look at Kai Green once again on that collision with Wushu Ansa Contour that has Kai right now down on the field. And you mentioned landing on his head there.
Yeah, he really got up for that ball and just got on, just flipped over on his back, and that hurts when you're coming down like that and land right on your back. Probably knocked the wind out of him. You worry about concussions in those situations too, Dan. That's my biggest worry, is coming down and hitting your head a bit.
Well, he's going to come off right now, and we'll see whether or not he's able to continue. And if he's not able to continue, that's a big loss for San Antonio out on that right side, because San Antonio does not have a tremendous amount of depth right now at the defensive position, Matt. They've got Johnny Fenwick, a 24-year-old rookie from High Point, who's in his first pro season, and Pascal Abusi, who's the third-year pro, played last year in Colorado Springs. Both available tonight to come in if necessary, but neither has played really significant minutes, certainly not the minutes that Kai Green has logged this year. In fact, Green has logged every minute for San Antonio FC this season up to this point.
Looks like he's got himself together. He's back at the midfield stripe. Looks like he'll come back in at the referee's discretion as soon as he calls him in.
A goal kick for Patrick McLean, who also appeared to suffer an injury here in this first half, having his left quad wrapped up. He's continuing on. He has not been pressured since the injury as Kai Green runs back onto the pitch. So we're not sure whether the injury for McLean is really truly bothering him, because he hasn't been tested yet since it happened. Meanwhile, we're a half hour into the match, scoreless, and between the two injuries, Matt, looking at a lot of added time coming up here at the end of the first half, you'd think.
Yeah, unusual for a first half, but I would expect several minutes.
As Vinicius is upended, San Antonio FC, one of the things that they've actually become a lot better at here from last season, as it's quickly delivered here for Darwin Jones, but the flag was up and he was offside on a quick reset. One of the things I was going to say, Matt, is they've actually become much more disciplined from a foul standpoint. Last season, they were top 10 in the league in fouls conceded. This year, they're only 17th at 119 coming into this match, whereas Orange County at 140 fouls conceded, and better as well in the yellow cards. Last year, they were way up at the top of the table in terms of yellow cards conceded, just 18 so far this season.
Well, it's about the fourth foul in the attacking third tonight that they've given Orange County opportunities. And again, good teams are going to find a way to bag one of those at some point. So they're going to have to defend a little bit better moving forward here.
Hey, Forbes is offside as he drills that one into the near corner. Billy, who scored on opening night against his former mates in Phoenix Rising FC, which was a thriller of an opening night match. 3-3 as San Antonio FC and Phoenix Rising FC went back and forth. And coming out of that match, you probably would have thought that those would probably be the two top teams in the Western Conference, the way they performed in week number one. And unfortunately, neither team has seen the fireworks that they delivered on opening night.
I still think it's the best game I've seen this year. I keep watching games every weekend and trying to find the one that matches that. But that was a good opening match and fun to watch.
Phoenix got their third win of the season last night at home, beating Rio Grande Valley FC, currently sitting 8th in the Western Conference with 14 points. We mentioned San Antonio FC is 16th in the table right now with 11 total points. Or 10 total points, we should say. Serviced in and getting upstairs, Vinicius will head it away from goal, and a San Antonio goal kick coming up for Matt Cardoni.
If you haven't seen John's penalty last night for Phoenix, you need to take a look at it. It was one of the cheekiest things I've seen in a long time.
And it was John who had the own goal here on opening night that looked like was going to give San Antonio FC the victory. That came late in the second half before, in stoppage time, it was Jason Johnson that got the equalizer, and Kind of a disappointing draw for San Antonio. Abia Khan will play it off Van Avik, and a throw for San Antonio. There's Jerry Van Avik, back in Orange County, 15 goals in 66 USL matches, native of Denmark, 27-year-old. Another weapon up top there for Braden Cloutier's club. He's got a lot of them. And again, we expect to see Michael Seaton, who had 15 goals a year ago in the second half. They brought on Charlie Adams from Real Monarchs, Salt Lake City as well, for some added second half support. San Antonio, though, has got Cheno Guzman onto the bench and his 19 career San Antonio goals, most in club history. Crisostomo, and it's Orange County will continue possession. Trotter. Walker Hume. Crisostomo in the middle of the park, back to Trotter. And building possession here is Orange County. And really after just two initial spurts, I think, by both sides, Matt, not a lot of action for either team here in this first half.
No, nobody's really settled into this game yet. There's been plenty of turnovers, some long stoppages. The game's just not flowing as good as it should yet.
Two extended stoppages for injuries on both sides. As Akan gets free, Akan will dribble forward here as he continues. Moves it back. Billy Forbes a little bit behind him, will recover. Edge of the box, plays it back across, and Contour will defend out. Meanwhile, look out for the counter the other way. Van Avik with Vinicius overlapping on the left side. And Vinicius come up the far touchline here. Cuts it back now, looking to perhaps switch the play to the middle. Good challenge there from Yarrow. Van Avik will stay with the ball. Aiden Quinn across to Darwin Jones. Jones down at his feet. He's got Alston off to his right. Will return it back to Crisostomo. Crisostomo chips it over the top and a little bit over Alston's head. And a little bit of a push off the counter there for Orange County. Meanwhile, Billy Forbes continues to make the run as Trotter will turn and send it forward. Right down to the feet of Darwin Jones. Aiden Quinn, who was a first-team All-USL last season for this Orange County squad, after several years playing for FC Cincinnati. Contour pressured by Gomez. Van Avik with a turn, and the foul as Forrester is brought down from Kai Green. Alston. Vinicius. Nice, well defended there from Akan. And a good bit of running so far here in the first half. We'll get a reset here. Center referee tonight is Kevin Broadley, working with Mark Novosel and Sergio Santana. Killian Richardson is our fourth official tonight for this USL Championship match, week number 10. And the first of our 10 telecasts on Fox Sports Southwest here as the offside flag is up on Orange County. Along with Matt Barnes, our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Fox. Be back with you next Saturday night, right back here at Toyota Field. San Antonio FC will take on another surprise team at the top of the Western Conference table early on, the Tulsa Roughnecks. A season ago, were dead last. And Tulsa seems to alternate between being dead last, Matt, and being right in the thick of the playoff picture.
Well, they're doing a good job this year. What a turnaround for them.
Bradford Jamison in the vicinity of that ball. Jamison, who joined San Antonio FC on loan from LA Galaxy. 22-year-old has delivered with 3 goals early on in the campaign. 3 goals in his last 5 matches, in fact, for Jamison. He's logged 42 matches of Major League Soccer experience with Galaxy. Homegrown product for them and a native of Southern California as well. Parano makes the turn in the middle of the field, and he's off to the races as he'll play it out wide here for Gomez. Verano and Gomez here as they'll switch across. LaHood and Barnby coming back. Mo Hernandez volleys it to himself, brings it down. Hernandez getting forward. Hernandez into the box, and well defended there by Alston. It'll be a corner here for San Antonio. Third of the match coming up for SAFC.
It's a good job from Hernandez getting forward from the left back position as well.
So Jack Barby over to the near stick here. The outswinger will deliver it in. Can San Antonio FC get a late first half goal? Towards the back post and headed out of the area. Gomez brings it down. With operating room, Gomez goes to the far post there, and that'll be away from Patrick McLean. Orange County's done a good job, I think, Matt, here of eliminating, I think, Jack Barnby in this first half. Not a lot of touches for him right now in this match.
They have. Both teams are pressing high and playing a little bit of a higher pressing line. And I would say both sides are struggling to really build the ball cleanly out. So it's just kind of a stalemate at times.
Forrester, Contour will bring it back. It's it back into the middle of the park. Quinn switches the play. Alston, plenty of room. Evan Alston with pressure from Billy Forbes. That'll be a foul on Forbes. Forrester making the turn inside. We play on here with Van Avik. So he sends it across to Darwin Jones. Jones makes the run here on Hernandez. Jones cuts it back into the area, and Ebby Akam will defend out for a corner. Second corner for Orange County here in the 42nd minute. Zayden Quinn will come over to take it. Orange County getting 5 in the box right now. Walker Human, Liam Trotter to the back post. This goes, and Cardoni is there to grab it. San Antonio was looking to go quickly there, but Cardoni will hang on. Parano, so crafty with the ball at his feet. And nearly made 3 players miss, and he's able to earn the possession foul.
I like Pirano's creativity. I just don't like it right there. Because if he loses that ball and they do get that tackle, that's a good counterattack for Orange County. So pick and choose your spots.
Pirano, who played at the famed River Plate youth system in Argentina. Got into 1 match last season as an 18-year-old with San Martin in his native Argentina before coming on as a trialist for San Antonio FC back in February and earning himself a roster spot. 5'4" is what he's listed at. And looks every bit of it, standing next to Aiden Quinn right there, who's at 6 feet. This is over the top. Gomez able to run it down in space, chips it across, and he missed Bradford Jamison. Billy Forbes looking to keep it alive, but he runs out of real estate.
You can see Gomez uses his body here really well. Just gets a little touch off the defender here. That's a real professional move. Bumps him off enough to give him space in that box. I'd like to see him clip that ball across on the floor, but good job from Gomez.
Yarrow, LaHood. Michael LaHood is, the last few matches, been wearing the captaincy for San Antonio FC, wearing that armband. 32-year-old who's played over 100 games in Major League Soccer. Vinicius trying to shrug off the defense there of Akan, and Mo Hernandez will get back to chase. Upfield, Parano gathers some contact, and a foul on Contour. Jack Barnby. Parano makes Contour miss. That opens it up in the middle of the field. Slips it back. Jamison to the outside as Gomez into the box. Gomez on his left foot with a shot attempt that gets blocked and will settle down here at the bottom there of the byline, and it's cleared upfield as Darwin Jones was able to send it forward. And these last few possessions being set up by Christian Pirano's creativity here, opening up Ryan Gomez outside on the right flank. Now Billy Forbes onside. Now the flag was up, a late offside flag. For a moment, Billy looked like he was going to have a chance 1v1 against the keeper. Alston then playing over the top, touched ahead by Vinicius. Darwin Jones now running on Akan into the box. Well, 4 minutes of added time here in the first half. 4 minutes thanks to the two injuries to McLean and Kai Green that gave us plenty of stoppage time in the opening 45 minutes. Contour delivers it right into the welcoming arms of Cardoni there. Mo Hernandez, and not the best ball off his foot. Results in a turnover and a throw here coming up for Orange County. Mo Hernandez was FC Dallas's second homegrown signing in their history back in 2010. He's appeared in 31 games with Dallas over the years. Second loan signing out to San Antonio after appearing in 7 matches with Darren Powell's club a year ago. Quinn, Jerry Van Avik, outside looking for Contour. Gomez will defend it out and a throw for Orange County. Contour. Forrester with the turn here and gathers contact, would play on. Forrester was looking for the whistle. Meanwhile, back the other direction is Josh Yarrow, who settles right to the midfield line before returning to Mo Hernandez. He'll switch the play across to Kai Green. Give it to Gomez out wide as Green makes the overlapping run, and back to Jack Barnby. And San Antonio will reset back as they will play across now to the left flank. Hernandez with Parano running on the defense there of Alston and Jones. Parano didn't like what he saw, and so he'll bring it back. It's a patient attack here for San Antonio FC over the last few minutes, trying to really just pick and choose their spots, Matt, and they've seen some openings. But it's when they sometimes overpass a little bit on the back end that they get in trouble, as we've seen early on in the season.
The good thing that you're seeing now, though, is Barbies starting to come back for the ball and drop in a little bit deeper here to try to pick the ball up in pockets. And I think that just shows you know, how smart he is on the field. He's doing that. Once he picks the ball up, they're able to build out of the back a little bit better typically. So I think that's one of the keys that Darren and the crew are going to have to talk about it at halftime, is trying to get Barnby involved in the possession out of the back a little bit better.
Well, and that's exactly what I figured, is that he has not been as engaged as we've seen him in previous matches through 47 minutes now. And so in many ways, he is the engine of the attack.
He's too good. You got to find a way to get him on the ball. And if it's not happening, you know, organically, they're going to have to figure out a way to drop him in and get him on the ball a little bit more.
With a minute or so remaining of stoppage time here at the end of the first half. This is where San Antonio's got to be careful here, as Akan is able to settle and get it to Mo Hernandez, and then defended out by Vinicius, and a throw for San Antonio. Last thing either side wants to do is commit an egregious turnover that leads to a scoring opportunity here late in the first half. Another injured San Antonio FC player. This is a Khan who appears to be down right now. This will add a little bit more time to the end of the first half. Enter for your chance to be an SAFC ball kid at a match this season. Includes 4 tickets to a match and Chick-fil-A for a year. To enter, visit sanantoniofc.com/ballkid for sweepstakes. As Akan gets worked on here, perhaps just cramping up at the end of the first half. He's done a lot of running here in the first 45 minutes.
Dan, this might be the longest first half I've ever called.
Well, you'll get at least 45 more coming up in the second half, so we'll add on to that. And many nights will say, well, yeah, it's over 100 degrees here. We could understand it. Vinicius drops it off. Van Avik, corner of the box, returning to Darwin Jones. Well, the last opportunity to have for either side, and that is where the first 45 minutes will end. San Antonio FC and Orange County SC play to a scoreless first half. A couple chances for Christian Parano setting up Brian Gomez on the outside, but early in the match it was Patrick McLean, the keeper, that did his part. Matt Cardoni countering on the other side as well. We are scoreless at halftime at Toyota Field. Halftime festivities coming up when we return. Mother's Day weekend here at Toyota Field on Fox Sports Southwest.
Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel.
It's only a short drive from home.
Over 3,300 slots, poker, and live bingo.
I come for the drinks. It's a great place to celebrate. Come and play.
Being on a team is about being prepared, knowing exactly what part you play, and doing it. Being focused, letting years of determination and skill be at the forefront. Because in the end, there is only one goal in mind: the outcome. That's how great teams operate, and it's all based on trust. That's why these two teams came together.
Give us your tired, your greasy, your huddled masses yearning to be recycled, the wretched refuse of your teeming plates. Give us the left behind and the tossed aside. And we'll turn them into cleaner burning, low carbon, renewable fuel. Diamond Green Diesel from Valero, America's largest producer of renewable diesel.
Okay, one more time.
I'm picking up the dry cleaning, going to Susie's soccer practice, and then I'm on standby to meet with the roofing estimator after my dentist appointment.
And I'm on jury duty and car inspection unless the roofer says he's on his way while you're still at the dentist.
Perfect. Dinner?
I'm thinking basil pesto chicken for us, chicken tenders for the kids.
Sounds delicious. I'll get some wine.
Great. Fist bump?
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
When life gets crazy, keep it simple. From steakhouse salmon to fresh-made salad, H-E-B Meal Simple gives you hundreds of chef-inspired meals to choose from, all ready in minutes.
Hip hip hooray! It's the 100K Patriotic Payday at Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel. This May, shoot for the stars and win your share of $100,000 with one lucky paycheck of $30,000 in financial freedom.
Come and play.
Man, I'm going to tell you, I think it's freaking awesome. For lack of a better word, it's awesome.
We would like to formally welcome you to League One for 2020.
We are proud to be the stewards and caretakers of the world's game and the Big O for all the fans. And it starts today, right now.
We, together, collaboratively, can make such a huge positive impact on the community. Together.
You know, you close most deals and you sit at your desk and maybe have a closing dinner. I get to celebrate with 200 people with cheers, so it's awesome.
Breaking in, Kasim! Oh, what a save by Matt Pickens! Got a run from distance, and it's a goal! Pulls with the left and in. And what a save for Van Ogle! Here's a chance for Kasim, who puts it in!
Hi, sports fans. I'm Jeff Davis, the San Antonio lawyer that's here for you. Some of you might be watching this game injured after a terrible accident. Did you suffer broken bones or have to have surgery? I want you to know that Davis Law Firm is here for you. And if you call us and you need us, we'll come to you during this game. And then we'll fight for justice and demand the cash settlement you deserve. Call me at 444-4444. That's 444-4444. Now, before we go back to the game, don't forget, there's only one number to remember, and that's 4.
Hi, looking for a great deal?
Yeah, we just got a cabin in the woods.
Yeah. You must be pining for a RAV4.
We just got he just got a boat.
Well, hitch yourself to a Tundra.
Yeah, Tundra. I got a job.
I got his stuff.
Well, you'll look like a boss in a new Corolla hatchback.
It'll fit your stuff.
It'll fit it all.
During the Summer Starts Here sales event, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months plus a $2,000 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
No! For all your car's big O no's, there's always a big O yes, like getting great deals on the best tire brands. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Thanks. It's like a smart thing. What's the weather?
Sunny. Perfect chicken eating weather.
How'd you get in here?
It's time for chicken.
What's the traffic like?
Rerouting you to chicken.
Okay.
Hey, Calzo, order pizza.
Ordering chicken.
No, pizza.
Chicken.
Okay, chicken it is.
Chick-fil-A nuggets make dinner delightful.
Now that's smart.
Joining us here tonight on Fox Sports Southwest. Well, I guess a broken up first 45 minutes, Matt. A lot of stops, a lot of starts, and not a ton of chances for either side as these two teams had more of a feeling out process there in that first half.
Exactly, a long filling out process for that half for me.
Now, you talk about the opportunities, few and far between, but it was actually San Antonio, as we take a look at the highlights, that had the good jump to start this match. A couple of early corners set up in the first 10 minutes led to some really good chances on the attack early on.
Yeah, it was a good early ball from Billy Forbes there that almost scored a goal.
And then we see what ended up being a bit of a parade of injuries. First, Patrick McLean, the keeper, seemed to suffer a left quad injury, went down, and then Kai Green in the collision with More shots. Contour goes down as well, and it was, again, just a lot of stops and starts that kind of broke up the flow of the match, and I think that's what probably both coaches would like to see more in the second half, is a little bit more flow, a little bit more tempo in the second half.
That's right, and I think one of the things San Antonio is going to have to do is keep dropping Barnby back into the pocket to pick up the ball and help with possession. If he can do that and get Parano the ball in those pockets going forward, I think Parano can really create on the dribble here in the second half.
We take a look at first half numbers right now from this match, and you see the opportunities favored San Antonio FC, and this is good to see. When we talked about the shooting accuracy, San Antonio 33% of that first half, 3 shots on target, owning the possession, and they've had more of the corners as well too. So if there is some good positive signs for San Antonio in a 0-0 match here right now after 45 minutes, it's the fact that you like to see what they've done when they've had the ball at their feet.
Yeah, they're moving the ball forward really well. When they're getting chances, they're being creative in those pockets. They keep trying to attack that right side, the left side of Orange County's defense with Walker Hume over there, and the big man's held up to it so far. I think they'll continue trying to run at Walker in that area, so Orange County's going to have to defend that. On the flip side of that, I think Orange County, if they want some luck, I'd keep attacking our left back. I think they're having some luck there against Hernandez, and I think he needs to pick up his job a little bit tonight, and that's what I'd do if I was Orange County. I'd keep attacking that.
And that would be Darwin Jones out there on that right side, who's done a good job in the first half for Orange County. We'll take a break. Our halftime rolls on from Toyota Field after this. San Antonio FC, Orange County, 0-0.
Do you know what optimism can do? Whatever it wants. We've seen it unlock resilience that makes the impossible inevitable, inspire generosity to put families back on their feet, and give Davids courage to throw rocks at Goliaths. At Frost, we believe optimism can change lives emotionally, physically, and financially. And with your help, we're going to prove it.
Two American icons are joining forces for a collaboration a century in the making. Budweiser and Jim Beam introduce the Budweiser Reserve Copper Lager, a rich lager aged on Jim Beam bourbon barrel staves with hints of vanilla and caramel rye, followed by a deliciously smooth finish.
San Antonio FC Soccer on Fox Sports Southwest is brought to you by Toyota. Go to buyatoyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. And we welcome you back to Toyota Field. Start of the second half, San Antonio FC and Orange County SC scoreless. The center referee, Kevin Broadley, is ready to go here. San Antonio FC wearing their home black kits trimmed in red and white. And Orange County FC in their away white kits trimmed in blue. Both 11s that began the game will start the second half as well. And it becomes a tactical chess match, Matt, as we go into the second half of play. And you talk about how you utilize your substitutes and really what both coaches are looking for as they gather more intel as this match progresses along.
I think this match is really going to pick up. And look, both sides have very good players coming off the bench that can really impact this game as well.
With Matt Barnes, our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us tonight. Our first of 10 telecasts of San Antonio FC Soccer here on Fox Sports Southwest. Scoreless after one half. San Antonio FC with the better of the possession, 55%, 9 total shots to 6 for Orange County. Neither team finds the back of the net as we begin things in the second. And here's Parano, who was very good with the ball at his feet in the first half. Gomez makes the decoy move with a turn out onto the right side. And just like we talked about attacking here, running on Walker Hume, Gomez cuts it back and deflected and then defended out forward. As Vinicius trying to shrug off Yarrow and Kai Green. And Green will send it out. And a throw coming up for Orange County. Talked about the bench availability for both sides. Michael Seaton, we mentioned, Charlie Adams, Giovanni Ramos Godoy amongst the available players for selection for Orange County. Meanwhile, as Darwin Jones making the turn just outside the area, concedes possession there to Michael LaHood. And this is steered forward by San Antonio. On the other side, of course, you've got Ever Guzman, Walter Restrepo amongst the attackers with Lance Lang for San Antonio FC to see how this match progresses along. Barneby, you figure, will become more involved in the possession as we talked about here in the second 45 minutes. Parano slips his way through a crowd as it opens up for Christian Pirata. Parano gives it a go, and it's wide of goal.
Again, exactly what we talked about at halftime is finding those little pockets for Parano to attack.
And just enough space opening up that he was able to give the strike. And that's what he does. He takes those pockets where it looks like there's nothing available, and he turns them into just open amounts of daylight.
You can just turn on the pace in such a small space there. It's tough for center backs to really, move with him and try to remain mobile when he's around. He's just a tough little guy to defend in those pockets.
This is only his 5th start of the season, and the thing for him, especially at 19, is that he has not logged a ton of minutes. And so asking him to do that over the course of an extended period certainly takes, I think, a toll on what he does, considering he does it at such a high rate of speed.
It's true, and look, he doesn't have a lot of games under his belt. So when you're looking at a season with 30 to 50 games, he's going to have to learn how to manage himself this year.
And in this instance, he runs into Harry Forrester. Will play it off Kai Green, and a throw coming up for Orange County. Contour will take the throw. Watch Kevin Alston outside over on that right back side, getting forward as well. As Orange County certainly has run the wide channels almost as effectively as San Antonio has done so far in this match. And there is the aforementioned Alston trying to shake off Billy Forbes, and a foul on Billy. And a free kick coming up for Orange County. Jones returning it back. And again, Alston upended. A 31-year-old captain, former Major League Soccer All-Star. He was part of that 2010 Major League Soccer All-Star team that took on Manchester United when they came on their tour to the States. slip ball throughs taken by Contour. Played upfield, Van Wolfgang. And Walker Hume is just going to drive this one out of play. By the way, our apologies to Jerry Van Avik, who got married over the summer and is now Jerry Van Wolfgang, we were told at halftime. So our apologies to Jerry Van Avik, who I was so used to now Jerry Van Wolfgang, used to seeing him as Jerry Van Avik for the last 3 years. I just thought he got a better name in a way, going with Van Wolfgang.
Van Wolfgang sounds pretty cool.
It sounds good. And Van Wolfgang looks at Barnby here as this one comes forward here on Patrick McLean. Jerry Van Wolfgang, extensive USL experience in his second stint with Orange County. Mo Hernandez. And the throw coming up here for Orange County. Hernandez was unable to keep it alive on the touchline. Van Wolfgang switching the play across there. Chrysostomo coming back on the ball. Forrester trying to put it into the box there for Vinicius. Orange County trying to come with a little early pressure in the second half. And they find a goal on the road. Forrester, Vinicius, Yarrow got him. Not much there from Yarrow. But Vinicius earns the foul and the free kick opportunity for Orange County early in the second half.
It was a good job from Vinicius. He knew the pressure was coming and wrote it out.
Van Wolfgang, the right-footed in swinger here, coming as he sends Aiden Quinn off. 5 in the box here for Orange County. Curls this one into the back post. Cardoni got a piece of it, and they'll call the foul on Walker Hume getting up top.
In-swinger comes in. To be honest, I don't see much of a foul. I thought Hume did a really good job.
Well, I don't think he engaged any contact there with Cardoni. And a turnover here for San Antonio turns into a chance. Van Wolfgang finds Vinicius. A strike on the pitch is gobbled up by Cardoni. Quickly sends this forward to Walker Hume. Lays it back into the San Antonio FC side of the field. Parano to Lahuda, will play it out wide. Barnby. Gomez finds Pirata. Parano shrugs off the contact from Chrysostomo. He's got Billy Forbes, and they do not communicate.
No, I don't like that choice from Parano. He's doing so well on the dribble. Why not keep that going into the box and try to create a situation? Or if you're going to play Billy, slip it on the floor. Let him run onto it.
You could see Pirano was pretty upset with himself after the misconnection with Billy Forbes. Geno Guzman is getting loose right now next to the fourth official in front of San Antonio FC's bench. He's going to come on for Bradford Jamison. So I would presume will be a counter substitution soon from Braden Cloutier in the form of Michael Seaton. These would be your top 2 goal scorers really for both sides. Jamison comes off here in the 54th minute. Geno Guzman on for the 8th time this season. And it's been an interesting role for Geno now, Matt. He's been more of a second half super sub for Darren Powell in terms of his effectiveness in the game rather than starting the game, which had been something that we'd seen him do very often over the last couple of seasons.
I I think this is going to be a good game for Guzman tonight. I think what's happening out there is going to suit his style a little bit better. Both teams playing with a single striker, and neither one of them really ultra involved. But where I think Guzman is good is coming back for the ball, holding the ball up, and having interchanges from the midfield. So I think this is a smart move by Powell.
And to your point, in the case of Bradford Jamison, it was a very quiet night tonight for Jamison. Not much going forward for San Antonio FC for Jamison in that single striker role, but to the same point, Vinicius hasn't had much effectiveness either for Orange County.
I like Jamison maybe in a pair up top or being able to run through channels. I think that's what he does really well. I think this game, the way it's played out so far, is going to suit Guzman's style a little bit better.
Mo Hernandez commits the foul over on the far touchline. Michael Seaton continues to get warmed up. He was about, it appeared momentarily to come on, and then Braden Cloutier waved him off.
It's another unwarranted foul from Hernandez out there.
Here's Walker Hume. Chrysostomo. Forrester out wide of the touchline in front of Cloutier. Harry Forrester, ball at his feet, lost possession and control. Parano. And Forrester comes back and takes the ball away. Contour gets upfield. And plays it off Kai Green, and a tough deflection down inside the 6-yard box, and it is. So the handball on Darwin Jones, or the call? Looks like maybe just a little push off there inside the 6.
I think he got him in the back a little bit there. I saw it. The ref sometimes will let that go in those situations. See a replay here and see what he did. I think he got him in the back a little bit. Yeah, it's a fair call.
LaHood out wide, Barnby. Building out of the back, and now with a great ball over the top, Billy Forbes. Coming back on it, though, well done by Kevin Alston. That was a great vertical ball upfield, though, from Jack Barnby.
Jack came back, got the ball a little bit deeper, and he's the one guy in this midfield that can pick that pass out. It's a great ball from him.
LaHood. Gomez. Oh, nice little combination there with LaHood. Return ball to Gomez up the right side. Good challenge there from Walker Hume. San Antonio with the throw. Kai Green now getting forward. Barnby will switch the play across. Cheno Guzman looking for his first touch of the night here. Can he run this one down? He cannot. Ever Guzman, 19 goals in his 45 San Antonio FC matches. One of those coming in San Antonio FC's lone playoff victory back in 2017 when they defeated Tulsa Roughnecks. That was the penalty taken late in the match that pushed San Antonio forward into the second round. They eventually fell in penalty kicks to Oklahoma City Energy. $18 goals, though, in the regular season, though, for Guzman, who has become very familiar with the timely goals for San Antonio. Walker Hume sending it over the top back into the attacking third of the field for Orange County. Vinicius brings it down off Kai Green now for Forrester. Van Wolfgang will play it out wide. And run down there was Darwin Jones, and a foul. And a yellow. And this has kind of been building all night for Mo Hernandez, Matt, if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, you see it coming. I said at halftime, if I'm Orange County, I'm going to keep attacking him. I think he's having maybe a bit of an off night. He's given up a lot of fouls, which creates a lot of dangerous situations for Orange County. And Orange County's got guys that can put balls in dangerous spots and some big boys in the box.
Mo Hernandez was sitting on fourth yellow coming into tonight's match. That's number 5. That'll be a 1-game suspension for Tulsa on Saturday night. Meanwhile, the aforementioned Michael Seaton is on for Vinicius here in the 60th minute. Vinicius leaves, Seaton comes on. Michael Seaton this season has scored 3 times in 7 matches. Can he get one early here? This attempt going upstairs, the Cardoni, the ball brought down, sitting loose in the 6-yard box and somehow defended out.
Dan, that was a good set piece from Orange County. You see the set piece triggered Walker running around. On the replay, you'll see this. You'll see Walker Hume running around on the backside. They find him. He puts the ball right where you want it to go. Cardoni does a really good job getting his hands to the ball there, and then it's just a scramble in the box, and the boys do well with it.
San Antonio now on the counters. Billy Forbes out wide on that left side. Cuts it back. Cheno Guzman! Oh boy, he did not miss by much.
No, and this goes back to exactly what I was talking about earlier, Dan. Guzman starts that whole process by coming back for the ball, and they play it off. He lays it off and makes the run into the box. It's exactly what I was talking about earlier. He's so good at these runs off the ball and holding up and interchanging play up top. Fantastic work from the striker.
Hernandez with the service into the area. San Antonio going forward to Kai Green. Overstep of the ball, Seaton. And this is going to be a throw for San Antonio.
Here's the replay. Oh boy, that just barely missed. Great ball from Forbes.
From our angle initially, I thought after he brought it down, it was headed into that corner.
Yeah, I did too.
As Orange County now will earn the throw, and kind of as you predicted, this game has certainly picked up in terms of the chances on both sides, at least over the last few minutes, but we remain scoreless here in the 62nd minute. San Antonio and FC and Orange County both in need really of points. Forrester made a little decoy on Gomez. A little operating room for Harry Forrester. We'll return it back. Chrysostomo. Van Wolfgang turning. Out wide, Darwin Jones. Running on Mo Hernandez. Hernandez plays well with that. Van Wolfgang comes back here to take the throw from Jones. Aiden Quinn. Walker Hume as Orange County switches the play across. A wash on Sakantor. Upfield off the body of Seaton. Brought down. Chrysostomo returns to Michael Seaton. Quinn. Chrysostomo and Aiden Quinn play out here to the left side, and that pocket was there, but quickly collapsed. Sign up to kick it with the pros presented by Toyota. You'll be entered to win a chance to participate in Toyota Field Day with SAFC players and coaches. Go to sanantoniofc.com/Toyota to enter. With Matt Barnes, our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss here from Toyota Field. Fans getting a little antsy. 63rd minute, about to cross into the 64th. No goals on the board. Although we do appear really to be on the precipice of one coming pretty soon, based on the way the game has opened up here early in the second half. Each team has subbed out their number 9 striker. Jamison coming off for Cheno Guzman, and Vinicius coming off Michael Seaton on. Two of the players we highlighted at the top of the broadcast tonight. As Jones running on Mo Hernandez, cutting it back into the inside, playing into the open field. Chrysostomo. Pressure coming from Brian Gomez from behind, and San Antonio able to work possession away. Orange County gets back of the ball, however. LaHood will play it back upfield and settled by Kevin Alston. Aiden Quinn. Van Wolfgang. A little daylight here on the left flank for Jerry Van Wolfgang, and it's a hard challenge there from Kai Green. And a throw coming up. Orange County. Long throw into the area looking for Seaton there. Off the body. Harmlessly falls to Matt Cardoni. Van Wolfgang back to Aiden Quinn. And now two collapse on Van Wolfgang, and a bad possession by Orange County results in a turnover. Gomez making the run on the right side. Gets the ball from Billy Forbes. Gomez into the box, looks back post, and didn't get the best foot on that one.
It's a good smart play from Forbes there. You'll see this as soon as Billy picks up the ball. He recognizes his situation, looks across, spots Gomez, puts him in a really good position. He just misses the target.
Danny Chrysostomo sends it to the opposite flank. Kevin Alston. Plenty of room here with Darwin Jones overlapping to his right. Alston cuts it back towards the inside. Alston still with room, dribbles it right into the box, and now kicks out free, and the chance there for Seaton. And it took a deflection, and it will result in a corner here for Orange County.
Yeah, and Orange County's had quite a few set pieces in the attacking third tonight. So you're just starting to worry as this game moves on and on. If they San Antonio keeps giving them opportunities, they may end up plugging one.
Michael Seaton, 23-year-old, a product of the DC United Academy. He was a homegrown signee for them. 15 goals a year ago, Orange County's leading scorer. As Jerry Van Wolfgang comes over to the corner stick to take this near side corner. It comes down here to Chrysostomo. His attempt was blocked. Lands down off of Barby. Almost a handball. Cloutier thought it was on the sideline. And eventually defended out by San Antonio.
It was definitely a handball. The referee just didn't think it warranted a penalty kick, which I'd probably agree with.
Darwin Jones running here. Bouncing off Ebiakanu. Watches him well, cuts it back here. Service in, lands down to the left side. It's an opportunity there, blocked out for Harry Forrester, who brought it down from his left and switched to his right. San Antonio defense interior got a piece of it. Meanwhile, Ever Guzman with a collision upfield with Aiden Quinn. And Cheno Guzman is going to be shown a yellow card here in the 68th minute. Or I'm presuming it was Guzman. Aiden Quinn's getting a talking to as well. Well, this is the last sequence there. That's Mo Hernandez on the tail end of that ball. It looked like it was headed to the far corner there from Harry Forrester, and it was indeed Ever Guzman who picked up the yellow. Second of the season here, coming in the 68th minute.
It's a good job from Hernandez helping out on that back post. And look, it's hard to argue the yellow card. He came from behind on Quinn and got him pretty good and hard. It's hard to argue that. Bit of a dangerous foul.
It's a deep set piece here. It's Jerry Van Wolfgang all the way nearly at the midfield line. Clips this one into the area. Cardoni comes forward and he's able to climb the ladder. Good aggressiveness by Matt Cardoni coming off his line there. Jack Barnby. Foul here. It's one on Quinn. It's interesting watching Barmy in the second half. He's almost operating as a center back. in some ways.
That's by design, Dan. That's something they talked about at halftime. I thought they would, and I think you have to get him involved in the ball, and the only way that's going to happen is dropping him back in deeper.
This is a ball over the top intended for Ever Guzman, and the flag is up. You take a look at Ever Guzman, who picked up a yellow moments ago in his collision with Aiden Quinn in the middle of the field.
Yeah, definitely deserves a yellow on that. He hits him from the blind side. Could really do some damage to a player there. Not a smart foul.
Guzman picking up his second yellow of the season. We mentioned Mo Hernandez got a yellow early in this half. His fifth yellow will result in an automatic one-game suspension. It's a dangerous play from Seaton, getting his leg up there onto the left side, and he's going to be shown a yellow. Second of the year for Michael Seaton. His yellow shown to him in the 70th minute as he got his leg up there on Josh Yarrow. So now the two strikers each sitting on a yellow, Seaton and Guzman. Guzman unable to settle. Crisostomo playing upfield, looking for Van Wolfgang, missed him with a pass. Barneby can't get that one upfield cleanly. Crisostomo, Harry Forrester. Return ball, Aiden Quinn. Seaton making the run. Yarrow was with him stride for stride. Oh, and a bad giveaway there by Matt Cardoni. Nearly turned into an opportunity for Orange County. Van Wolfgang was unable to settle.
Man, that's really lucky. You can't play balls out from your goalkeeper at this level like that. He's lucky not to get punished on that.
Meanwhile, Barnby makes the turn and gets tripped up from behind by Aiden Quinn. And Aiden Quinn's going to go into the books here in the 72nd minute. It was moments ago, Matt Cardoni trying to clear it out, and Jerry Van Wolfgang nearly took it away and put it into the net.
I definitely think that's something Cardoni's going to, we've talked about it before. He's going to have to continue working on developing his game. He's such a good shot stopper. He's played fantastic tonight. But boy, that could really burn you when you play a ball out of the back, clears it, misclears it to the top of the 18, and more often, than not, you're going to get punished for that. So he's lucky to get out of there.
Haven't been a lot of set pieces from this part of the field for Jack Barnby, as he curls this one into the box, headed down and just over goal, over the woodwork and off the netting behind Patrick McLean. That was Kai Green who got under that one. And here's how it got set up, Matt.
Yeah, clear foul on Barnby. He plays a real nice ball in here. And unlucky not to put that on frame. It's a good sequence from San Antonio.
Crisostomo. Van Wolfgang looking for Darwin Jones there on that overlapping run. That's Mo Hernandez getting back. And this time was able to win the battle against Darwin Jones. We've talked about they've waged quite the battle outside there for much of the night.
Yeah, that was a good job from Hernandez.
At what point, if you're Orange County, do you maybe realize that you, especially being on the road, try to play for the 1 point instead of the 3?
I don't know. It's early in the season, and if I'm Orange County and I know I get 3 points tonight, can move up to the top of the table, I'm going for the win. But that's just me. And I'll go back to what we talked about at halftime. You have Hernandez at left back on a yellow. I think they're going to have to keep attacking him and see what they can do with him.
They've certainly not shown any concession in terms of their attack as far as Orange County goes here in the second half, with about a quarter hour or so remaining in the match, plus whatever added time. Aiden Quinn, good challenge there from Pirata to win the ball away. San Antonio now with possession. And the attacking part of the field, Jack Barnby sends it outside. Gomez couldn't settle it cleanly at his feet. Will bounce back to him. An unfortunate kick now landed Chrysostomo, and it's cleared upfield. That's Yarrow getting forward, who chips over the top. And Orange County will play it ahead. Seaton, some pressure on Yarrow. Yarrow will send it out to Kai Green. Got plenty of room outside there. Now looks in Gomez's direction, but the ball never came through to him. Parano brings it down. Parano finds Billy Forbes. Billy will track it down before the touchline. And he now runs it on Contour. Forbes. As Contour defends that one out of the box. Forbes slips it back into Pirata, making the turn with Billy Forbes, and didn't get all of it with the left foot there on the pitch.
The idea was there, execution wasn't, but I like the idea, what they're trying to do on the top of the box there.
Contour looking in Seaton's direction. That ball kind of changed directions on Yarrow and forced Ebi Akan to come back and play it just at the top of the box. Akan. Yarrow moving forward for San Antonio. 77th minute. Still looking for the game's first goal. It'll be a foul out wide. And it'll go on Mo Hernandez.
It's a little clip on the toe there from Hernandez.
Van Wolfgang able to track this down. He's harassed to the corner there by Ebi Akan, and he's able to open it up. And now it's Aiden Quinn just at the top of the box, chipping in Seaton's direction, but over ahead of him, and as they try to get Michael Seaton involved. He had the game winner last Saturday night against Phoenix. San Antonio has done the same with Never Guzman as well here in the second half. It's Kai Green. Billy Forbes, the decoy, lets it go through here to Christian Parano. Parano running on Chrysostomo. Parano, great ball through there for Cheno Guzman. They were just off by a couple of feet, though.
Yeah, this is a good build-up from San Antonio, and it all starts with Yarrow. I think he's had a good game tonight. He's been sharp on the ball.
And Pirano picks the pocket of Contour. Billy Forbes the back, cuts it across, and defended out there by Liam Trotter. San Antonio with a quick throw. Billy Forbes then concedes possession, and Harry Forrester booms it forward.
Wait to see, Dan. We're closing on the 80th minute. See what substitutions come from both sides. I would expect to see more.
Just one for either side. Almost a tactical punch, counter punch. It was Ever Guzman first in for San Antonio FC, and then a couple minutes later, Michael Seaton coming on for Orange County. That's been it. Billy Forbes making the run outside the box. Billy Forbes with a strike that goes wide. You know, the one thing here, Matt, remember Patrick McLean went down with what appeared to be a pretty significant injury in the first half. And other than the opportunity for Kai Green on the set piece, I don't think San Antonio's made him work really that hard. since that injury.
No, and they're putting the ball in good spots. That's a good spot for Billy. You just saw the ball came too close to his foot. He couldn't get a hold of it there, and almost outran his touch there. But they're getting good opportunities, just not clean on the finish tonight.
That's Charlie Adamsley, the second substitute. Former Real Monarchs SLC midfielder is on for Jerry Van Wolfgang here in the 80th minute. Adams making his 10th appearance of the season. Career high 6 goals a year ago in 32 matches for Real Monarchs. Parano. Back outside, Kai Green switching the play to Michael LaHood. Center of the park. Build up once again for San Antonio FC here in the final 10 minutes of the second half. And the banks of four now really closing in for Orange County on their side of the field.
I like what San Antonio's done. They've moved Billy out to the right, inverted him. He seemed to be getting on the ball a little bit more here. I like the move from San Antonio.
This is a good touch to Parano. Bring it back, Kai Green. And eventually off Pirata, was unable to keep it alive, and it'll be a throw for Orange County. Barneby. LaHood, return ball. Gomez looking to make the turn. He's got 3 collapsing on him. Because the jersey of Walker Hume. Parano gets it, upended, foul. Contour with a challenge down at the feet of Christian Parano.
Parano does a good job picking up that loose ball there and definitely gets fouled. This is an interesting position. I would expect Barnby to be on the ball here. And probably have the option, he's going to have the option to either hit the ball or play a ball into the box here. I don't know what he's going to do. If I'm Darren Powell and the crew, I might have him give it a run tonight.
Well, I think at this spot, which you're looking about 25 yards, it's certainly in Jack Barmby's wheelhouse here to go for goal. Joe Amico coming on as the third and final substitute for Braden Cloutier will take out the man who just fouled Christian Parano, Wushu Ansa Consor here in the 83rd minute. A little more time to set up, a little more time for Jack Barnby. Take a look at what he wants to do here. Barnby just has such a good feel for the ball that you're right, he could do either.
He could. I'd give him the green light to hit this, though. I'd like to see him try to put something on target and test his goalkeeper. He's got an injured leg. Let's move him around a little bit.
Six at the top of the box for San Antonio. Barnby gives it a go, but that goes high and wide of goal.
Yeah, it's a wasted opportunity. You want to try to make that goalkeeper work. You talked about it earlier. They just haven't made him do too much tonight. He hasn't had to make saves.
And based on that alignment, it was looking like Jack Barnby was clearly going to go for goal there.
Yeah.
And he's got to do better. He's got to at least get it on some target.
Has to.
And here's another opportunity for Billy Forbes. Walker Hume defends. That'll end up being a corner. No, they'll say it went off Billy Forbes and rode out, and it's a goal kick. Late call. Billy disagrees.
That's tough. Looks like it might have been the right call. Tell you what, Walker Hume's done a great job tonight for me. They've tried to pick on him. They forced the ball to his side. You got a left center back that's right-footed, and he's held up to the pressure so far.
That's a yellow on Harry Forrester here in the 85th minute. Just a greeting card party in the second half, Matt. Parano's been on the end of it a few times.
Yeah, Parano's that kind of player. He's going to get those fouls, and as crafty as he is, he's going to get hit a couple times a game. It's been a really good second half, Dan. It's been really exciting.
Very exciting, very entertaining second half.
The tale of two halves tonight.
Pirano gets held up a little bit. They let it go as we play on. Charlie Adams out wide, Darwin Jones. See how much added time we get into the second half. Kevin Alston getting forward. Alston into the box looking for Seaton. Seaton's unable to run it down. He will stay in play, however, off by the near corner stick. Seaton one-on-one on Kai Green. Slips it back into the box. Aiden Quinn making the turn, dropping it off. Forrester couldn't fight through the crowd. Right to the top of the 18-yard box. Back in transition comes San Antonio. It's Gomez out wide on the left flank. Cheno Guzman making the run along with Billy Forbes. This ball is going to land, however, to Patrick McLean. And back the other way comes Orange County. Joe Amico. Aiden Quinn switching the play across and right in between Darwin Jones and Kevin Alston out wide. San Antonio catching a break here as they'll throw forward. Guzman catches a little contact, and that allows the ball to ride out past him. It'll be a goal kick for Orange County. A little deliberateness from Patrick McLean there before he sends it forward. Kai Green will head out. That's a throw for Orange County. Amico. Michael Seaton. You got to give Josh Yarrow kudos for what he's done on Seaton since coming into the game in the second half.
Josh Yarrow's been fantastic tonight. So good.
Flag is up on Gomez. And Yarrow showing a lot of the pedigree of why he was the #2 overall selection by Philadelphia back in 2016. He has done yeoman's work on Michael Seaton in the second half.
You know, he's a little bit undersized, but he's got pace for days. He reads the game really well, and he just hasn't made many mistakes out of the back tonight. Been really impressed with him.
Trotter. Jones cuts it back inside. Seaton catches cleanly. Past Charlie Adams out wide on the right flank. Adams will get the return ball back. And it opens it up for Chrysostomo, middle of the field. He's trying to chip a ball over to the top. Didn't come down cleanly, although worked back by Darwin Jones. Aiden Quinn gives it a go, and it was redirected off Mo Hernandez, but fortunate that it came right to Matt Cardoni there. Amico will play it over the touchline and a throw for San Antonio.
San Antonio not looking like they're going to use another sub tonight, which is interesting.
Hard to argue. I mean, who would come out, though? Everybody up top has played pretty well tonight. Barneby, Parano. They get it past the defense unsuccessful. Harry Forrester will just push it forward. And Orange County are now really packing it in on their side of the field. almost willing to concede just for the 1 point here tonight.
Yeah, it goes back to your question earlier. Do you think they're happy with a point? I think at this, at this stage, in the 90th minute, yeah, let's get out of here with a point. It's a good night for us. Don't make any mistakes. Keep it clean.
Would keep them still winless on the road, but gives them a point, and they've only really sent Michael Seaton forward here over the last few minutes. Haven't had much to work with from an attack standpoint. And based on the way this game has gone, and we still have probably in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 more minutes of added time, you would think. Both teams have been deserving of a point tonight, the way this game has unfolded. It's been very even, really, from start to finish.
I think it's another example, Dan, of how tight this Western Conference is.
And it'll only be 3 minutes of added time here in the second half. So not very much to work with. It's a turnover for Mo Hernandez, though, maybe a dangerous one. Charlie Adams will go forward with Darwin Jones out wide on the right flank. Jones running on Hernandez, cuts it back to the inside on his left foot, into the box. Hayden Quinn heads it just wide of goal. And it was Hernandez again, the turnover that set up that opportunity for Darwin Jones.
Sure was. A nice ball played in here. I'm sure Quinn's going to wish he had that one back, trying to flick the ball to the back stick. Again, hit the target, make people work in these moments.
Cardoni over Kai Green and Harry Forrester, and a throw for Orange County. We're in stoppage time in the second half, and not a lot of it remaining. San Antonio FC and Orange County have played 90-plus scoreless minutes. Last year, it was Orange County winning a pair of 3-0 decisions over San Antonio FC. Nothing tonight for the defending Western Conference champions from an attack standpoint. And I do think Darren Powell will be pretty pleased with that, considering the firepower that Orange County has on their roster.
Yeah, I don't think a point's a bad result tonight. Orange County's a good side. They're experienced. They're coming off some good results as well.
This would be the second draw of the season for San Antonio FC if it stays this way. And it would be the first since the 3-3 thriller on opening night. And even though there have been no goals, this has almost been as exciting. A set piece opportunity for Orange County with Aiden Quinn chipping one into the box. And it was Walker Hume making the run into the sixth, but the ball sailed over him. And in the dying seconds now here of stoppage time, San Antonio FC and Orange County were separated by 2 points. 5 places at the start of the night. And it doesn't look like there'll be much change after 90 minutes. Charlie Adams to Darwin Jones. Back to Adams. Quinn. Quinn. Can Adams get on the end of it outside along with Alston? Alston will. Cuts it back. Well, there's a chance for Darwin Jones. And then it's eventually ruled off his hand.
Dan, this should be the last kick of the game. What turned out to be a very good second half.
And there will not even be a final kick. San Antonio FC and Orange County SC finish tonight 0-0 here at Toyota Field. The second half, Matt, that you certainly foreshadowed would be entertaining, and it was indeed. And both these clubs, as Darren Powell and Braden Cloutier exchange handshakes, earn a well-deserved point tonight.
Absolutely. Both teams got after it and opened it up a little bit in the second half. Nobody could find the back of the net. I think finishing lacked a little bit on both sides tonight, but very entertaining second half.
Well, San Antonio FC, a busy week for them continuing. They'll have Laredo Heat SC Tuesday night at Toyota Field. Second round U.S. Open Cup action. You can get your tickets at sanantoniofc.com for that. And then next Saturday night, back here at home for more USL Championship action as they will take on Tulsa Roughnecks FC. Should be another fun one here at Toyota Field. Partner, great job as always. See you back up here in the booth real soon.
Yes, sir.
San Antonio FC will be back in action next Saturday night at home. They'll take on the Tulsa Roughnecks. Kickoff is at 7:30. Get your tickets at sanantoniofc.com. You can catch all the action right back here on Fox Sports Southwest. Now, for Matt Barnes, for our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss saying so long from Toyota Field. Your final tonight, San Antonio FC 0, Orange County SC 0. This has been a presentation of the USL Championship and Spurs Sports Entertainment. Have a great night, everyone.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.